Hello. Hopefully the audio all sounds good. I spent like a while trying to sort it all out. Yeah, because for some reason it's like, to me it sounds fine, but oh, okay. The game just crashed. I guess maybe the universe doesn't want me to play Lotro. Or maybe it's like a sign. Don't do it. Don't stream. Sounds good. Okay. Well, hopefully when the game comes back and when we get like audio in the game again, it will not be too loud. Because it sounded really loud to me. I mean, when I recorded a video just now. Okay. It's because I know why it crashed. It's because I haven't logged into this character onto this PC. And for some reason, since the new update, whenever I've logged in to a new character for the first time since the new update, it's always crashed. And the same thing happened when I started using this new PC. So I don't really know what that's all about. It's something to do with the new update. Okay, we've got a bunch of stuff. Those aren't important. Right, we need our VIP item. Let's go and sort that out.
What can I do for you?
Right, we want Kellendim, because that's the easiest place to go to get the VIP item. Mostly because the vendor is like right next to the stable master. It's the same in Mickle Delving actually as well. They're quite close by. The Bree one is a bit annoying because you have to go all the way into Bree. What is ET short for? I feel like you've told this to me before. Also, hey Ardab, how are you doing? It's been a while. Sorry, I almost spilled my tea.
Hello, friend. Could you help me with something? What can I do for you?
Okay, that's all good. Let's put on our cap until the inevitable kicking of the cosmetic pet happens. Right, we don't need that. And those are bound, so keep those. Super bored at work.
How can I be
Sorry
of service?
to hear. I've been there. What do we want? More sword. But because he has little legs. It's something that happens with like all of the cosmetic pets. There's this bug where you end up kicking them. It's fine right now, but if I go in and out of somewhere a few times, they get stuck and it's not too good. Anyways, what is ET short for? Have I got ET somewhere? I don't know. Where do we need to go? Collect boars, collect crabbin, collect whetstones. Finish this pack on my main character, I didn't like it. Yeah, it's got like mixed sort of opinions. Some people have really love it, and then some people just found it a bit meh. I think I'm in sort of two minds, because I think it's really cool. Some of the instances were really good. And some of the storylines were really good as well. But then they also made a whole thing about the Nazgul, and like the Nazgul are on the main poster, but then they're like barely in it at all. It's kind of strange. I wonder if it was just because they wanted something familiar that everyone recognized. It looks nice and the lore is good. Oh my god, the questing is awful. Yeah, I think that they wanted to go back to sort of where you could just sort of go where you want and pick up the quests and yeah, but then like it's really overwhelming how many quests there are in one place. I'm not surprised that they had to expand the sidebar for the quests because you just end up with so many of them. So difficult to get anywhere, and they keep hiding rocks and giant bushes that you can't see but keep getting stuck on. Do you mean like these big bushes? Because whenever I see these, I just avoid them. They look horrible to try and navigate through. There probably are some rocks in here. And I tend to play with my camera quite close to the character. I usually don't... I never play like this. I always play like where I'm like off the shoulder, like a sort of traditional RPG kind of game. Trying to run through and you hit a rock, like why? That seems like a weird design choice. The music was good. It's good. And the whole expansion really... I don't know whether it was because the expansion released around the same time as Rings of Power, but I get a huge Rings of Power vibe from the music as well. Some of it just sounds very similar. And I mean, they did the whole Forging of the Rings history as well. It's like, it is in the same sort of, I don't know, not vibe, but it's just all sort of like similar, isn't it? Almost like the zone designer tried to be as obnoxious as possible. Maybe they just wanted to fill up the landscape because, like, as you said, it's so big. Like, to get to places... Where am I? I've only travelled that far. And it's like two massive areas. This one as well, oh my god. So they did have to, like, fill it with stuff. But then they didn't really need to put rocks inside of bushes. That's strange. By the way, the cherry blast flavour is very good. I like it very much. Sounds like that's the flavour you're gonna go for then. You're gonna get a big bucket. A big bucket of cherry blast powder. Right, let's actually kill what we need to kill. Hang on, am I blue line or red? I think I'm blue. And I've got 3... Oh my gosh, I got 3 points that I haven't used. Oh dear. I still have the others to try. Yeah, you've got like 4 left, haven't you? 4 left to try. Okay, let's have a look. Quick shot, bonus focus application chance. Quick shot has a chance to generate 1 additional focus. I'm not really too fussed about that. Split shot max targets. I'm not too fussed about that either because I'm gonna try not to get too many targets if I can help it. Extra damage for bow skills that consume focus. Yes. I don't often play blue, that's why I need to remind myself what all of these different skill points do. How many more crabbing? That's not a crabbing, that's a wolf. Right, we can actually shoot on the move, so I'm gonna start taking advantage of that. Now I've actually remembered how to play this character. I was thinking of starting again on Treebeard, purely because the lag is so bad on Laurelin and like the other live servers. But it doesn't seem too bad like during the day. Let's see how many people are online. There's only 200 people online, and I was thinking I'm only really gonna be streaming in the afternoons now, so that's when it's not really peak time or anything. Yeah, hopefully I will actually do some streaming. I've literally been building up to doing some streaming for weeks, maybe a month. I've spent like, I've done all of the graphics for my channel again. I've redone my whole streaming, like OBS setup, and I've also switched between Streamlabs to Stream Elements. And I redid all of my alerts as well. It was quite a lot of work. And I didn't realise like just how much there was to do. I'm not even entirely happy with some of the stuff. Oh, I've redone all of my emotes as well, so I've got those sorted. And the what's it called? The icons, like when you are subbed and follow or something for when you sub for so many months as well. The badges, that's it. And I also like sorted out a website so that I could put all of my links and everything in one place. I think ideally I'd want to redo my whole Discord as well, but yeah. Music might be a little loud. See, that's what I thought. So I'm gonna just lower it down to 12 and see how that is. Lag seems to be very zone dependent. I get a lot around Wildwood, Troll Shores, and the newer areas like this one. Not so much in places like Moria and Mordor. That would make sense. Where are these whetstones? Oh, they're over this way. Yeah, I think when I've been playing before, it's always been really laggy in this zone in particular. And Bree, but it would make sense that it's more laggy in the areas where all the population is. Oh, I thought for sure that wolf was gonna go and eat me, or tried to. Yeah, I spent like maybe a whole morning. No, it was like a whole day, like trying to sort out my alerts. because I wanted them to be more personalized. I don't want to just have something that everyone has on their channel. And I've also done loads of sound effects as well. So they'll be on the channel point rewards. I've uploaded some of them myself, and then some of them are just like quotes from films. There are a few that I'd really like to include as well, like some of the quotes from the game, but I just couldn't find some. It's like, I always joke that the hobbits always go, "Oh, how rude!" But then I never find one. I couldn't find one. So if anyone knows of a particular hobbit that does that "how rude" line, I would love to record it. Right, we were talking to this guy.
Thank you for these items.
Thank you for these items, Loriath, but I'll have you know this. I'm quite cross with you. All I want is to be left in peace, free to do my work, but folk are constantly barging in here, interrupting me and slowing down my work. That boy's mother was just here, Wenna, and she says he hasn't returned home. Last I heard, you had sent him to scout the edge of town, so you get to looking for him. You get to go looking for him. You sent him back to his parents before they come bothering me again, will you?
Potatoes. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew.
Yeah. I hope that was like the right volume, because it sounded good to me. They were all like massively loud. Oh, search the perimeter of Mossward. Okay, let's do it. Footprints trample the earth here on the outskirts of Mossward. The footprints are old. Very old. Most likely made during the Uruk attack on Mossward. Yeah, I have played through the expansion, but I haven't finished it. I think I've got to like level 25-ish.
Tegwin is missing.
Tegwin is missing? It would not be the first time the boy has gone looking for trouble, but with Uruks and goblins about, he might have gotten in over his head this time. Oh, let's take these shoulders.
You say the boy might have found Uruk tracks leading north?
If he goes that way, he is likely to blunder into the Wade Water. Children of the village are forbidden from going there, but I will not seek to tell you that it has prevented the more adventurous sorts from exploring that marsh. If Tegwin tried attacking the Uruks there, well, there are plenty of dangers in the Wade Water to begin with, let alone our recent troubles. You should follow the road northeast to the Dunlending town of Lan Garan. It sits on the eastern side of the Wade Water, and their scouts may have seen the boy. Perhaps he went to speak with the Dunlending villagers there, and is even now enjoying their hospitality on their tables. We should not leap to judgment too soon. He may be in no danger at all. The new delvings are kind of pointless too. Yeah, I heard a lot of people don't like them. Plan to revamp them already. Maybe they'll be a bit better after that. Yeah. I haven't done them because they're end game and I haven't got a character at that level. Well, apart from Treebeard. but I don't really know what they're like. Especially when they're not, you know, 140. I think, didn't they say that they were going to up the rewards? Because you have to do a lot just to get virtually nothing interesting. And I think there was an issue with the amount of pulling you do. Like, apparently you start the instance and then suddenly all the enemies rush on you. The rewards are abysmal unless you do max tier, which then are insanely difficult and take forever. Yeah, I heard that a lot of people were just, they ended up having to use a lot of the like tomes and potions and just like a lot of resources. And after doing all that, what was even the point? Because then you don't get a good enough reward for it. It's a shame because they look like such a they look like such a good idea. Like, they look like they had a lot of potential. Maybe they still do, but I don't know. If I played them, then yeah. The rewards you trade for with the tokens aren't great either. Earning embers for doing 15 missions a week at level cap will get you better gear much quicker. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Because the missions are quite easy, aren't they? Some of them. I suppose it depends on what class you do the missions on as well. Because I think some of the classes are a bit easier than others. When you're having to take on like a bunch of enemies in one place. I do kind of feel like maybe these areas are a bit too big. I usually do 3 missions a day on most characters. 1 and 7 in Rivendell, which don't need any fighting. Just talk for 2 minutes and you're done. Yeah, those Rivendell ones are... they're a lot of talking, and then from what I remember of them, even the ones where you do have fighting, there's only like a couple of enemies. And they also have like NPCs to help you. So it's not too bad.
What have we to say to each other, Dorothea?
I mean, as long as you don't have aggro. Meneldir has come to Lan Garan ahead of you. Did I just talk to him? Oh no, he's up there.
I heard Tegwin has gone missing.
No, I spoke to the stable master. I heard Tegwin has gone missing, Mariles. With Uruks in Swampfleet, I felt it wisest to begin the search as soon as possible. That said, if he is truly made for the Wade Water, I think Uruks may be the least of his problems. The footing there is unsteady, and like any marshland, the depth of the pools may be deceptive. There are creatures in the Wade Water that would love nothing more than to make a supper of anyone who strays too near their domain. The most dangerous of these are the Avank, and we should hunt them as we seek the boy.
We are all Devothiad in these lands.
Our envoy to Mossward sent you our way. Good, good. If you're looking for work, you've come to the right place. Our community is a new one, and there's too much to do.
Aye.
Our home of Langaran is only recently settled. We left Brondir, or Dunland as you would know it, a mere months ago, and we had to leave much behind in our departure. The nearby communities of Mossward and the Hobbit villagers have been very generous to us, for which I am grateful. Excuse me. But there is more to be done if we are to safely greet the coming winter. Find Madog and Tailo Gwynedd fishing by the river, by the water. They could use your help catching fish to be salted and smoked for the winter. Look for Undeg. She is coordinating our tradesfolk and can help you take up a crafting profession, such as weaponsmithing or cooking. Head northwest along the path by the water. She'll be with other crafters in the community oven. Aluna here is training many of our new scouts, and as much as she may deny it, she could use a helping hand, as we all do from time to time. Then maybe mission 8, which you can do by killing just one boss at the end, if you path it right. And then the giant in Trestlebridge. Yeah, I usually do that one as well. It takes maybe 2 minutes. Yeah, the giant in Trestlebridge, and there's also one, there's another Trestlebridge one that's really quick. And that's, I can't remember what it's called, but it's inside the mines. And you just have to kill the enemies standing by each gate, and there's like 4 gates you have to unlock. That one doesn't take very long, but the problem with that one is that sometimes the enemies don't spawn.
You seem to be a person of great ability.
So
you seem to be a person of good ability.
there's been times in the Trestlebridge missions when I've just had to stand around for a good like 10 minutes waiting for stuff to spawn in. It's really odd. And then sometimes, like, there was one in Trestlebridge with the cages around there's like a settlement, and then you go around and unlock the cages and pick up stuff. I managed to do like 90% of that one without any enemies having spawned in. I just went around and picked up all the items I needed. And then, like, right at the end, there was like 2 left, and yeah, then the enemies spawned in, and then I just killed whoever was near me and I was done. It was really strange. You seem to be a person of great ability. She pauses a moment. You seem to be a person of good ability. If you're inclined to traipse around the wilderness and fight things, I could use your help. Like Talfrin said, I lead a few trainee scouts. I could use an adventurer like yourself to help instruct them. My students and I established a camp to the east. Meet us there. I'll be going back there myself soon. I don't like to leave them alone for too long. Who knows what trouble they'll make for themselves. There's a problem with all Trestlebridge missions. It's related to the stupid NPC you have to summon. I thought as much. You have to summon them before you pass a certain point near the start, otherwise they won't spawn. If you go back and cross the invisible point again, they'll spawn. Oh, okay, so I need to like... Because the thing is, I always like, I start the instance and then I just run in like ready to go. And I completely forget every single time that you have to spawn the... You have to pick up the horn and do the thing.
Won't you lend me your aid?
It's kind of strange that they chose to do it that way, and then every other mission that they've never done that, so... It seems a bit strange with the delvings as well, because I think there's like... From what I read of the dev log on the Lotro website, you have to do something before you enter properly, like before you leave the entrance. It seems like it's really easy to break. done that a lot of times, but I've done so many of them now. I almost got 3 max level characters outfitted with Ember gear just from doing missions. Nice. I don't think I've done enough to get much gear. I usually use missions as a way to level up characters quickly. Like if I'm level 37 and I want to be 40, I'll just do a bunch of missions, put on some XP tomes and hash it out. Another amateur angler come to help us shore up our food supplies for the winter. Well met, I'm Maddock, and this fellow to my side is Talo. We're in charge of filling up these racks of drying fish you passed by. If you want to help us, catch 3 small fish off the dock here. You have to do it on the dock here, where we can watch your technique, okay? If you need to learn the basics, talk to this self-professed hobby master next to me. He'll teach you the basics and set you up with a basic fishing rod.
You are welcome here, as long as you do not trouble us.
Alright. I don't need to read that. I don't know why I put it on my bar as well. That's not what I need on my bar. I need the fishing skill. Okay, I just need to catch fish. And that should be enough. Oh, I have to actually stand here. Okay. I wasn't close enough. The rewards are good. Under level 140 you get motes, which can be traded for excellent gear based on your level. For 1500 points per item. 3 ults per week. You get you 1 item below 150. Plus you get virtue potions and ally runes if you're above 50. Nice. I like that you get, I think one of the rewards as well is, oh, okay, that's just for the quest. I like that one of the rewards is an XP tome, because then you can just use an XP tome and do missions for an hour and then get another one, so you don't really miss out.
We are all Devodiad in these lands.
Not bad. Not good either, but not bad. Especially for a beginner. You have some natural talent. So I get a free fishing rod and all I had to do was fish 1 fish. Well, no point complaining.
Hear me out, Devodiad, for I have a tale to tell.
I can teach you about the trades, yes. Speak with me and I'll help you get started on your crafting journey.
The Uchtwairad requires us to give welcome to the Devodiad.
Ask me about any of the 6 widely recognized vocations, then tell me which vocation you'd like to pursue, and I will direct you to individual profession trainers who will help you craft your first items. Complete the work they set before you, and I'll consider your initiation into the trades complete. Well, we have to do it for the quest, so I need to talk to her first. I think I'll just do whatever and then not worry too much about it.
You're welcome here, as long as you
Because I'm not interested in crafting on this character.
For I have a tale to tell.
I just want to get the
Hear
quest
me
done.
out, Devodiad, for I have a tale to tell. As long as the sun shines, you are welcome here. Greetings. May
Would
the
help if I
spirits
actually
guide
opened the grates. What do I need to do? Oh, I actually have. Oh, because I have hides from questing. I need to make some brushed light leather.
Greetings.
Where's the forge? Am I just blind? Well, there's something up here.
Welcome, traveler.
Oh, right, this is how I do the cloak. We need a workbench. There we go. PC just crashed. That's no good. You better fix it, since that's what you're meant to do. Did you put your new RAM in, by the way? I don't know where that box has gone. Did we leave it in the car?
Greetings.
Okay, we need to hand in this last crafting one, and then we can go back to our normal quests.
Yes.
Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Let's do the main one. So I need to find some bank. Excuse me. Can't use my old RAM. Either work PC is DDR4. That's sad. Well, you can always give it to CEX for £1.50. Or was it 50p each for each stick? Because then that's like £2. 50p each. £2 then. I bet they'd sell it for about £10 each, you know. But I'm not sure that they would ever like that's what price they would probably put it as, like £10. But then I don't think anyone would ever buy it. They'd probably just end up recycling it. Quizrian and I got new PCs, so we took all of our old PC parts to CEX at the weekend to trade them in and get some money. But like, some of the parts are like worth nothing. is just quite funny. Memory for 50p. I can still remember buying my first stick of memory in the 90s. £100 for 4 megabytes. Oh my god. Yeah, this the ones we were trying to get rid of, the ones we were talking about, it's DDR3, and it's for some reason Crizarian decided to get 4 megabyte sticks. It was probably just cheaper at the time. Yeah, that's what I said. Or should I have said... Oh, did I? Whoops. I know what I meant in my head. I just said that the most important. Where the heck are these bank? I'm right on the edge now. For some reason they seem really few and far between. There's turtles. Sicklefly, Urukai, River Toad, Sicklefly. Maybe I can just search. Oh. Oh! Okay, I didn't know that did that. There's one. Funny how I was saying that the lag didn't seem too bad, and now all of a sudden it started lagging a lot. Never seemed to have much luck with RAM either. My last two PCs have both had sticks which went bad. I didn't know it was a big problem, because I've never had it as a issue. It sounds like I'm just in my own world, like, oh, it's never been a problem for me, so oh. I wonder if I will get that problem though, because my RAM is, I think it's 3600, my current ones, and the default setting is like 2300, so I had to go into the BIOS and make it run at the highest speed. So I wonder how long it will take till it wears out. Hopefully long enough that it doesn't matter. Right, talk to Manel, dear. Finally get out of these horrible swamps. Or right into the middle of the horrible swamp. That's fine. That works too. Bad RAM is kind of hard to diagnose, though. It usually results in random crashes and blue screens, only when it tries to access the bad part. Oh, I see. So you... Oh. So you might actually think it's another problem when it's really that. Oh my god, why have I got this, like, terrible poison? And why have I suddenly found a million Abank, like, right in the middle? I could have just gone there for the quest. Oh dear. Well, that was cool, seeing all those swans. I don't even have the Purge Poison skill yet, because it's the level 15
No sign of
skill.
Tegwin. I have seen nothing either.
I was trained in the art of tracking, but this marshland has put my skills to the test. Let us listen for some sound of the boy. We must use all our senses on this hunt. You hear the sounds of life in the marsh, but nothing out of the ordinary.
Nothing. Let us continue our search.
Further to the west. We can get on the horse because it's far enough away. Stickerhead in this PC would run fine on most games. There are a handful of games which would run fine, and all of a sudden would crash my entire PC after an hour. How long did it take you to figure it out? Where do I need to stand exactly? Oh, here we go. A worn wooden sword stands in the mud. Took me weeks. Oh god, that sounds painful. It was not long after I bought a new GFX card. So I thought it was that and was about to send it back. Oh, it's good that you didn't. Well done for figuring it out.
This does seem to be Tegwin's sword.
I suppose you must have realised, like, it couldn't have been the card because otherwise you would have had issues. You wouldn't have had issues before. This does seem to be Tegwin's sword. That is not a good sign, Nariah. Let us listen once again and hope this time we hear something. He may not have much time left. You hear very faintly someone calling for you to the northwest. I wonder how long we can go in the water. It's so dark you can't really tell that it's not deep, that it's shallow. Hey, you found Tegwin in the Wade water.
I'm here. I'm here.
Your adventuring lessons were not complete. You didn't mention how cold and damp it would be, or how often things would be trying to kill me. I stayed away from the Avank because I'm no fool, but even the turtles here tried to snap at me. Still, it was quite an adventure, for my very first. If you're planning to scold me, you can forget about it, because I learned something important. I know where the Uruks are going. And he's also got a nice bow for me. He picked up all his weapons.
Very proud of me. I'm certain of it.
You would have been very proud of me, Lorath. I'm certain of it. I hid in the brush and didn't move an inch. And a scouting party of Uruks came within a dozen feet of... within a dozen of feet of me. I think it should be within a dozen feet of me. They didn't see me, but I overheard them talking about the old elf city to the northeast. That's where they're going. It sounds like that's where they wanted to go all along, and they're planning to join up with a bunch more of their cronies when they get there. It's a good thing I went exploring, isn't it? Maybe you'll tell my parents I did the right thing? You're well on your way to becoming a hero of Middle-earth. It is time to head for Bree. Once I'm done here.
The old elf city. That must be Karas Galebrin.
I didn't have an issue until I put my new graphics card in. Oh, okay. It's probably a minor static electricity thing which damaged the stick while I was putting it in. Could be. The old elf city. That must be Karas Galebrin. It is located on a hill to the east, and last I heard, one of my former kinsmen set up a camp not far from there. His name is Duindil, and if Tegwin speaks true, he should be warned the Uruks possess some design upon the city. I will bring the boy back to Mosswood and join you at Duindil's camp when Tegwin is safely returned to his parents. Scout the elf city with Duindil's help, but do not get too close without me. We do not yet know what the Uruks seek. I believed they were simply raiders, but if they do Saruman's bidding in this land, there must be something else. Meneldir pauses. One more thing, Lorath. It may not matter, not really, but I should tell you this before you speak with Duindil. When I departed the lands of my kin and came south, I did not part on good terms with my people. If Duindil seems standoffish to you, it may be because of that. Do not let it trouble you or interfere with the good we seek to do in this land. May fortune go with you, my friend. Okay. We don't want to do the Bree quest. Let's carry on with this epic because we are starting to over level things. And the epic is like level 11. Oh, actually it's higher than these. Oh well. I want to carry on with this story. Excuse me. I thought I was gonna get dehorsed, but it's fine. Actually, I think I might do these other quests because I think that when we go up north we're gonna get a bunch more at the elf place. Since that's the next quest hub up there. So let's do that and then we'll carry on with the epic. wondering how we're gonna get there, whether... It should be fine. Hopefully there aren't any big cliffs in the way. I wonder what that tower is. Could be a Sharmakal. You can just about see it. Whew. Just a second. Can we get up here? Yes. Oh, I see the quest.
Nice of you to finally arrive. What took you so long?
Quests.
Have you had to look after 3 teenagers in the wilderness for a week straight? Oh, that'll exhaust anyone.
I have 3 cadets, Margaret, Darren, and Murrig. They're great pupils with lots of potential. While I am their teacher, they're old enough to take on responsibilities of their own. I would like for you to help each of them with a task they are working on. I think it will be helpful for them to play the teacher for once. Darren is this clever fellow right next to me. Margaret is over by Blood Hollow proper. Last I saw, she was taking a little break after felling a few of the beasts. Murrig is downhill by the river. What will I be doing? I have had a long week. I might go nap. Have you had to look after 3 children in the wilderness for a week straight? That will exhaust anyone.
Devodiad, hello. My name is Darren. I have a slightly morbid request to make of you.
My speciality lies in the study of plants, especially those with peculiar properties. I have a slightly morbid request to make of you. The wargs to the east have piled the bones of their victims in a rather dramatic fashion. You'll note that some of these bone piles have vines with purple flowers growing from them. Could you pluck some for me? Oh, and you should know, I asked Margaret to gather some and she made the incredible discovery that this plant is poisonous to the touch. Perhaps wear gloves. Where's the lady? Where's the other one? Is she over this way? There she is.
Take down a few wargs, and at least one of the really big ones. Try not to get yourself killed.
Old man Talfrin said that we should be stewards of the land, both of us as a sign of respect to the wildlife of this place, as well as for the sake of our new neighbours. The wargs in this area will endanger that safety as they attack all living beings on sight, even without any hunger. Perhaps facing them will be the best way for me to contribute. But Aluna said we should give you work to do. I don't understand what her goal is in asking us to do that, but I suppose I could take a break. Why don't you go thin the pack for me? Take down a few wargs, and at least one of the big ones. Try not to get yourself killed. I'll take care of every warg you can't handle. That's nice of her. these look like what we're supposed to be picking up. It is quite dramatic looking. Okay, next one is up there. Can I actually get up there from here? Yes. There's two up here. Oh, another one. That bug hasn't happened yet, but then we haven't really gone into any buildings. I don't think I've done a single loading screen since starting the stream. Need two more. Defeat a war pack leader. There he is. Is there something down this way? Oh, this was the original quest.
Maybe it'd be fun to fight alongside you sometime. Or against you. In a friendly way, of course.
I watched the way you fought. Your skills are impressive. I might have even learned a technique or two. Oh, drat. That must be why Luna wanted me to enlist your aid. That's sneaky. In any case, nice work out there. Maybe it'd be fun to fight alongside you sometime. Or against you. In a friendly way, of course. Okay. We can hand this one in and then do the last one. Oh my god, I keep yawning.
Perhaps these flowers could do much for the living.
Ah yes, the flowers I asked for. Darren indicates a mortar for depositing the flowers. You must be curious what I plan to do with these. Perhaps I'll concoct some vile poison which to threaten our new neighbours. Don't be silly. Many poisonous plants have incredible medicinal properties if ingested in the correct quantities. Though born of death, perhaps these flowers could do much for the living. Will I ask you to ingest any? And deprive Margaret the opportunity to prove she's one of the toughest warriors in our people's storied history? I could never do that to such a dear friend. Okay, there's one more over this side. I don't remember if there's another quest, another meta quest with these, or whether it's just the 3.
My task is to find a reliable source of water for our scouting party.
You must be the adventurer that instructor Luna told me about. Yes, I know I was to report back already, but I have yet to complete my work. My task is to find a reliable source of water for our scouting party. With such a great river near us, I thought this would be simple. The presence of Blood Hollow nearby complicates things. I'm concerned that its proximity may contaminate the water somehow. I'm working on a concoction that Darren taught me to make. When added to water, it can help determine if it is safe to drink or not. Could you collect samples of water for me? The first sample should be from the riverbank near Blood Hollow. The second sample should be from farther downriver from Blood Hollow. The third sample should be from farther still down the river from Blood Hollow. You get the idea. Okay, so one there and then should be this way. Have I gone past it? Yep. I didn't see it. Oh, okay, thank you. Where is it? Where is it? It's not across the river. I'm gonna go back over. I think it might be further down than where the quest says for some reason. I'm sure it wasn't this far. Oh, it was the first one. I missed the first one.
We
Oh, that's
are
annoying.
all devoted in these lands.
What timing? I just finished making the concoction. Murrig arranges the samples of water you collected into 3 separate basins of water. He then hands you 3 balls of a curious substance. Add 1 lump to the paste to each basin. Thus observe the results. The paste disperses into the water, rendering it a shade of brown that is best not to be described in further detail. The paste disperses slightly, making the water a little cloudy. The concoction sinks to the bottom of the water without dispersing at all.
Perhaps when Margit's bloody work is complete, the waters around Blood Hollow will become more palatable.
Clearly the soil of Blood Hollow has some effect on the water. For now, I will be sure to collect water from further downriver to make sure it is fit for myself and my comrades. Perhaps when Margit's bloody work is complete, the waters around Blood Hollow will become more palatable. I will return to our encampment shortly. Thank you for your aid. I didn't even equip that bow the kid gave me. Tegwin. I didn't really do much, just those wargs, but probably would have meant that I one-shot them, considering how quickly I was killing them. I need to stop yawning. I might go and get another tea in a minute.
I'm concerned at her unexplained absence.
Lorioth, I take it you finished the task Aluna set before you. Speaking of our dear instructor, have you seen her at all, as you've been aiding us? She should have long since returned to us by now. She may be an unconventional teacher, but she is an excellent scout warrior. I grow concerned as her unexplained absence. Hey droid! How's it going?
I hope I am worrying over nothing. And my instincts tell me something is wrong.
I don't know about you guys, but the music sounded like louder than the voice there, so... Aluna said she was going to investigate something to the northwest of here. I'm going to rally the others and look for her. We would appreciate your continued assistance if you are inclined to lend it. I hope I am worrying over nothing, but my instincts tell me something is wrong. Talk to Darren atop a hill north and west of Bloodhollow. Don't mind me just breaking my horse's legs. No need to be dramatic about it. There they are.
I hope these dark days will soon be behind us.
We noticed some concerning tracks on our way here. Margit and Murrig are following up on them down below. I'm staying up here to keep a lookout. I have a bad feeling about this adventurer. We'd best keep our wits about us. Oh, that's okay. No need to apologize.
Be off with you!
What have you been up to lately? I'm good. Yeah. Just been, what have I been doing? Playing games. Mostly playing Elden Ring. Nice. There's gonna be some new DLC for that, isn't there? Or has it already come out? I don't know. I spied 2 particularly tough warriors among the chaff. Take down either one and it will disrupt their whole force.
Go fight in my stead. They'll find Nurik unless you give them someone else to worry about.
Adventurer, you always seem to find me just after the fun ends. She motions to the unconscious Dunlandings at her feet. Draegluth, these louts were searching for Aluna. Murrig and I agreed to a simple plan. He searches for Aluna while I distract the search party by clobbering them. I took out a few, but these warriors are more fearsome than the beasts of Bloodhollow. She covers what is clearly a serious wound. It's nothing, Lorioth. A little pressure and one of Darren's salves will keep me with the living. Go fight in my stead. They'll find Murrig unless you give them someone else to worry about. Who am I supposed to kill? Just these people. How many more? Just 2. Done. At some point. That's good.
What?
What? Maybe I should record that one.
Be off with you!
Why is she so mad at me?
What do you ask of me? Be off with you!
I need to find... I'm on a mission. I need to find a hobbit that will say, "How rude!" so I can record it. I've recorded some of the lines. But I really want that How Rude one so that I can put it onto my streaming channel points rewards. Remind me to thank Darren for the next time I see him. This salve works wonders. Also remind me to slap him in the face because this salve stings worse than a sickle fly. Margaret appears to be in better condition than when you last spoke.
What?
The folks back in Brundin must be furious with us if they're sending scout warriors.
Darren went ahead to draw the bulk of them away, but we need you to split their forces even further.
Good news, while you were out being a menace, Murrig found his way over to me. Aluna is okay, but she's injured. We have to get her help soon, but the Drake Luth are blocking the only path she can manage. Darren went ahead to draw the bulk of them away, but we need you to split their forces even further. Margaret pulls a horn from one of her bags and pushes it into your hands. Find a spot away from the road and blow this horn. It's of Drake Luth make. It should create enough of an opportunity for us to limp back to Lan Garan. Excuse me. I keep getting hiccups like randomly. And it's a little inconvenient. Oh, I need to go the other way. Here we go. A good place to blow the summoning horn. Drake Luth warriors drawn to your location. I must warn the others. They're over here. Defeated the first Drake Luth, on to the next. How many have I got to do? Doesn't say. Probably. Probably like 3. I must warn the others. They're over here. The Drake Luth warriors have been drawn away from Aluna's path. Return to Lan Garan. Oh, okay, so I guess we're done. But not quite, because I think we still... There's still a quest ring here, but I think that that's just telling me to do the quest that I'm on. Yeah. I'll just go back to town. Oh, there is a game I've been thinking about a lot lately. And that's Outward. And it would be really fun to play it sometime, Droid, if you want to. So nice to see someone streaming this. Hey, welcome. How's it going? I used to stream this game like a lot. Like I was streaming it like a few days a week, like every week. And then I took some big breaks, but hopefully I'll be streaming this more again. Did you play this like when it first came out, Condrick? I want to finish that game one day. Yeah, it'll be really good to play it again. It's because I was playing, what was I playing? I think there was a game I was playing yesterday. Or it might have been the day before, and I was like, this sounds exactly like the Outward music. And the only game it could be is Fresh Start. So I guess it was... I think it was Fresh Start. It's this cleaning, this indie cleaning simulator game that I was playing yesterday. It was really fun. Not really, I think I started in 2011 to 2012. Nice! I started in 2013, so not too much different. Yeah, it's so Fresh Start is like it's like quite simple art style, but it looks quite nice. And yeah, it's a really satisfying game. And you go around and help animals like clean up their environments. It's like an eco-friendly kind of game. It's really cute. Why do I have Own 3D in my chat? Sorry, I'm just a little confused, like, what my alerts are doing. I watched some of it last night with my partner, and then I had an epiphany. Then I remembered this. Great game. Nice to have you here. Yeah, I think Own 3D is a bot. But they've said, like... Thank you for the follow, Condrick. I'm just like confused as to why Own 3D is in my chat and like none of my other alerts have happened. But I did just like redo everything in my stream recently, so. I love to clean and organize in a video game. Video games make it so much easier to be clean and organized because you just press buttons and then the game does it for you. And in that game, Fresh Start, you also have little robots to help you, so you can just point at the ground and say, clean this, and they do it. Really big fan of Lotro and Lord of the Rings in general. Nice. Me too. I need to find a new game to play too. Finally finished Stardew Valley after 150 hours after starting and get bored a million times before that. Stardew Valley can be quite a long game if you want to do everything. Depends like how you play as well. Champion or hunter, what do you think? I mean, you're a hunter already, but I just wanted your input. Right, I feel like this is a good time to show you guys something. Let's see, where is it? Games? Is it in here? No. Is it in my documents? Where is it? Oh, I've moved all of my stuff around. It's in writing. Game guides. I think this is it. So this is my Lotro tracker. And it's so that I know what characters I've gotten where and what professions I've got on them. I do have the alert source box, Quizrian, so I don't know. And I was testing it and it seemed to be working. But yeah, this is, I've got a little to-do list as well. It's kind of cut off though because of how I've organized this. So I've got the server and then the characters and what class and race and yeah. You press buttons and get dopamine. Sopamine. Oh, it's perfect. I did everything and got the completionist ending. Wow. I missed one of the cooking recipes twice, which is only from TV on the 28th of winter on a 2-year cycle. Wow, I didn't know that it went like that. So most of my final year just waking up and going back to sleep. I think when I first started playing Stardew Valley, I actually did a lot of that as well. Just waking up and going back to sleep because I was like, I want my crops to go. I don't want to do anything else. I just want my crops to grow. But yeah, I've got... Let me just organize this and then I will get to what I was actually trying to point out. No, it was class. I have got 12 hunters. Ah, thank you for the bits. That's really sweet. Yeah, I've got 12 hunters. And it was way worse. It was like 18. Or maybe it was 15. But I tried to cut them down. I really did try. And like the majority of them are on Laurelin. I think that's what's really crazy. And the other two are on Treebeard and Shadowfax. Wait, I had another one. Oh. I've limited the servers. So I actually have 15 hunters. This isn't Skyrim, you're allowed to play something other than a sneaky archer. Yeah. I'm glad you approve. Check my phone during a stream? Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Yeah, so I am missing quite a few of the professions and the classes actually. Because the reason why I've got the Treebeard and Shadowfax as one of the the main servers is because I want to get the special titles. You can only get those by doing the difficulty settings on the Treebeard or Shadowfax servers. So I'm trying to do it on Treebeard, but it's slow progression on Treebeard, so the XP is capped at 40%. But Shadowfax is like 140 or 150 or something. Might be 40% more. I don't know. But Shadowfax is like fast. Treebeard is slow. You get it. But no one plays on Shadowfax, so that's why. But yeah, I am missing some actually. It's because I just wanted to know where all my characters were. Right, Larolin, Shadowfax, Treebeard. Oh, I've missed. It's like cut off a bunch of stuff now. Okay, fixed. But yeah. That's as deep as my Lotro commitment goes. Actually, I'll show you something else. Because I think that this might be even more of a nerdy thing. So this is my diary for 2023. I like to have a paper diary. So this is March. There's only two things. There's only two things here. Let me go big. There's only two things in March. Please focus. Please. Come on, camera. Come on, camera. Please. Ah! Why won't it focus? Okay. One more try. I have the dates of the festivals in my diary. That's all I was trying to show you. We can go back to the game now. Hello there. What an eventful day we've all had. Do you regret agreeing to help me out? I owe you a lot, both for looking after my students and helping save me. Why don't we say I owe you a dinner? Once I heal up from my injuries and learn to cook, I'll make something fancy. Unless you like boiled things. I'm really good at boiling things.
Yes?
I'm still trying to sort out why the Drake Luth are here. When we left to settle Langaran, it was certainly a source of tension. But Talfrin secured the promise we'd be left alone. Let me look into this. Don't worry, I promise I'll keep safe. Until I have news, could you help some folks around town? Right, before I do that, I am just going to check something because oh, wrong thing. I just don't know why. My alerts didn't work. Like, why hasn't stuff come up? Maybe if I send a command to the bot. I mean, that seems fine. Like, I tested this all before the stream, so I don't know why it's, like, being weird. Maybe if I do another quick test. Sorry, it's a bit boring at the moment. I worked really hard on this and I just really want it to work. It's not doing it. Okay, I'll do one more test.
Hail, friend, and well met.
Now it works? The bits one didn't work. Thank you, droid. I wonder if the bits one didn't work because there might be a limit on how many you have to use. There is a minimum. That's why. Okay, but it doesn't make sense why the follower one didn't show up. Like, why isn't the follower one showing up? In the activity feed. I don't get it. So confused. Maybe it was just a one-off thing. I don't know. But it seems to be working now, so hopefully it will be fine now. I think the issue is that the follow didn't show up in the activity feed. But who knows why that happened. Anyways, let's pick up these quests.
I hope these dark days will soon be behind us.
I heard you and the scouts ran into some trouble. Tell me about it. You summarized your encounter with Arden and her people. Arden, eh? That's a shame though. I can't say I'm too surprised. Always a passionate one, that kid. Tragic to see her dedication to her people twisted like this. This must be hard for Aluna. They were close before we left Brundir. Did you know? Oh yes, very close. The dog heaves a sigh and continues speaking, though not to you or seemingly anyone in particular. Part of why I wanted to help establish this place, Arlan Garan, was the hope to see our young people grow up away from the tragedy our homeland is experiencing now. I guess it followed us here. Maybe it was a fool's hope all along. Silence stretches until Taylor quietly beckons you over.
Won't you lend me your aid?
Well now, friend, as you can see from the full racks of fish back there, Mudog and I have been busy. We didn't have enough salt for our most recent catches, so they've just been air drying. Good folks from Mossward dropped off some salt for us, but we haven't had a chance to apply it to the fish. Could you do that for us? The 5 racks closest to us are the ones that need it. And, he leans in to whisper, don't worry about the old man. I'll keep him company.
I hope these dark days will soon be behind us.
All done? Thanks. And sorry about earlier. This has been a tough time for me. For all of us. You've already done so much for us, but if you're staying around longer, it'd mean a lot to me if you could keep looking after Aluna and her students. They're good ones. Right, we've got to aid Kolbuk and Marga again.
Welcome, traveler.
As you know, there's a risk we may not have enough food to last the winter. There's a healthy population of Avank out in the wavewater. I'm sure if cooked properly they might taste good. How are your butchering skills?
Greetings.
I'd love to get my hands on some Avank eggs, but I'm better at fighting people than I am beasts. It's a hip thing. Bending is hard on me. There's a big population of Avank out in the wavewater. How many? Well, they are big eggs, so 6. Oh, this one is
Even
just
the
to get
Ukhluz
the
have need of help on occasion. Greetings. Will you remain here long?
ingredients packs. Right, Margaret, just here.
Be off with you!
Ever since we got back, Murrig and Darren have been rather withdrawn. Could you check on them for me? Don't know, I'm not worried about them or anything. I simply want to make sure they will be ready for whatever tasks lie ahead. Where are they though? Maybe one is here?
Won't you lend me your aid?
Ah, Lyrioth, if you came to try my famous bread, I'm afraid you arrived too early. I'm still mixing the dough, as you can see. You know, making tinctures and poultices is not so different from baking. The right ingredients in the right proportions, treated with just the right touch, will yield something marvellous. I even use the same mixing bowl for both tasks. That was a joke. That was pretty funny. Right, where? Oh, they're over there. I had a feeling there was someone over here, but I couldn't remember.
We are all devoted in these lands.
Come to check on me. That's kind of you. I needed to get my mind off things, so I thought I'd come fish with my grandfather. I'll admit that recent events have unsettled me. I never thought I would have to apply my training skills to fighting my own people. As much as I appreciate your concern, I'd like to be alone for a while.
What do you ask of me?
They have thrown themselves into their hobbies. Good. It's better than having to watch them sulk. Me? Do I have something to take my mind off this? Are you telling me I should get a hobby? Right, now we've got to go and get those Avank eggs. Oh, I was hoping to jump over this wall, but I don't think... Oh, there we go. And I didn't get T-horsed. That's nice. Looks like there's a lot here. Oh, I don't know if they're actually hostile. Okay, I think they are. For a second it looked like I was just annoying them, but they weren't attacking. Looks like we're gonna get some lag now. Two more. That's a backpack. There's some over there. Oh, just getting caught up in the trees. And last one over here. Don't notice me? Don't. Oh. It's fine. I seem to just be one-shotting them. But I'm a bit over-leveled now for these quests. These are like level 10. Yeah, level 10. And now I'm level 13. Wait, when did I level? Didn't I start at like level 12? I didn't even notice I leveled. And I'm actually nearly level 14 as well. Oh dear. It must have been quite some time ago then. I might go back through the stream and try and find out when it was. I must have been distracted with something. Oh, too far away?
Yes?
Good. This gives me plenty to experiment with.
Greetings.
Ah, the eggs I asked for. You did wash them in water before bringing them here, right? Before you can answer, he takes hold of one of the eggs and you watch his smile morph into a deep frown. No bother, I'll just wash this egg and my hands. And just please set them down on the ground and give me a moment. Thank you, I suppose.
Welcome, traveler.
I prepared a simple roast for you. You did, after all, procure the meat for me. I'd be curious to hear your thoughts on the dish. Eating slowly. It looks like bread.
Greetings.
Tasty, but a little tough to chew. I thought so too. I'm sure my next attempt will yield better results. I'm glad I asked you to gather so much meat. Well, I saw it that time. When's Skyrim 2 coming out? It's been ages, Todd. It has been some time, but I'd rather them spend the time than to release a game that's bad. Although we all know it's gonna be really buggy. I want a bad game right now! We love bad games. Oh dear. Right, I've got 2 points now. So I'm actually going to increase my run speed because that's the most important thing to me. And I know it sounds stupid, but I just like being able to run around and get where I need to go. And it's not like this game is hard.
Welcome, traveler.
You have an uncanny knack for good timings, friend. I have news. Right, that one's got the agility.
Yes?
I managed to arrange a meeting with one of the Drake Luth. Hopefully we can sort this out without more violence. But should things take an unfortunate turn, your sword arm would be most welcome. If you're prepared, we should leave now. I am not prepared because I need a cup of tea. And I actually wanted to go on a while ago, but I didn't want to go AFK. So I will be right back. Let me just make it nice for you guys. Let's get rid of the quest ring. We don't want to see the quest ring. Yeah. Be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. Got a nice cup of tea.
Give me your filth, nasty boy, Todd Howard.
As soon as I went, I glanced at that and I was like, oh, I can imagine that in like a goblin voice. Right. I believe we've got an instance to do. If the lag is gonna let us. Please. If you're prepared, we should leave now. I'm ready. Thank
Hopes
you.
of securing peace for Langaran. Eluna has arranged a meeting with Arthur.
I hope we can resolve this with words alone, but if not, I will count on you to fight. Stay hidden unless you are needed. I failed this when I first did it because I didn't stay hidden. Arden arrives. Eluna, you look worse for wear. What's wrong, my dear? Did you lose your footing and take a bad tumble? I'm in no mood for games, Arden. What do you want? Why have you come here in force? We came to bring you home to Brontir, of course. Our enemy is on the move. You are one of our greatest warriors and leaders. Your people need you, Eluna. There are more than enough warriors to defend home. Langaran needs me. Are they not our people too? Traitors, deserters, these are the people you throw in with. They do not deserve you. Arden, wait. Someone is coming. More Drakeluth warriors appear in force. What? You? I was wondering why you left camp on your own, but I see you've managed to lure our quarry into the open. How clever of you. It pains me to do this, Eluna, but your departure has shaken our people's faith in the cause. Many speak of reconsidering our alliances and of leaving to join you in Langaran. When we bring your head back, they will understand the price of dissension and desertion. No, there is no need to harm her. She will come back willingly. She will renounce Langaran and come home to us. Won't you? Oh, Ardy, I'm so sorry. I swore an oath to the people of Langaran. You know how I am with oaths. How noble. Now die. Oh. Are you all right? You, stay where you are. It would seem I have chosen my side. Arden. We return to Langaran without delay. Arden will come with us. I will take responsibility for her. Onwards then. Hey Skydom! How's it going?
Yes.
That could have gone better, but it certainly could have gone worse.
Welcome, traveler.
Before you go, say goodbye to the children, please. This is a very abrupt ending of the quest. I'm good, thanks. Just been doing the usual. Gaming, tea drinking.
What?
Margaret's attention is on Arden. It's only when you get close that she seems to remember the world around her. Say, traveller, you saw how she fought, right? How do you think I would measure up against her? Margaret smiles at you, and there is a hint of danger and mischief in her eyes. About as well as I'd measure up against you, I suspect. I hear you are to leave us soon. I hope the rest of your adventures are at least half as exciting as the one we shared. Come visit us again, and bring bread. Darren's tastes like medicine somehow.
Won't you lend me your aid?
Murig smiles warmly as you approach. You had no obligation to us, yet you continue to put yourself in harm's way at every turn. Thank you. The others and I will keep Langaran safe. It will be here, should you ever choose to come visit. The usual, as in low-level zones in Lotro. I actually haven't been playing that much Lotro lately. I've just been playing other stuff. And I've got this new challenge that I'm not allowed to buy any new games until I finish all of the games that I currently own. And let me just check my Steam. I've got 66 games left to finish. So, yeah. There are a few on there that I know I can do, and like, I've probably only got a few hours left to play, so it's like, there's stuff on there though, like the Mass Effect Remastered, Witcher 3, the Life is Strange Remastered series. Oh, I've also got Pathfinder 1 and 2, Horizon Zero Dawn, Fallout New Vegas. I've got Fallout 3, but I've already played that. So, it's actually only 65. What else have I got? Assassin's Creed, like basically all of the Assassin's Creeds. Bioshock, Cyberpunk. I finished Oblivion, so I think that should be uncompleted. 64. So I haven't been as strict as I should have been. I've been trying to do that too, especially since you're planning on finishing an MMO. Yeah. Tetris Remastered. Do I own that? I'm sure I probably have a Tetris game or two. I think I have one on the Ubisoft launcher. I can never do that. I have around 200 games I've never even started. Yeah, that's the thing. I just have so many games that I haven't even started that I want to play, and I never make time for it, so there's really no reason for me to buy new games all the time. I say that I'm playing Elden Ring again. Oh, but that's fine. You haven't done everything in Elden Ring. I have enough games to last me until death. Let's not forget that probably Skyrim 10.5 is on. Not another Skyrim. I didn't get the anniversary edition, because I thought it was stupid. No one needs it. No play, only consume. There's a guy on Steam who played every single game he owned, around 1,200. What? How long though? Did he play them all like to completion, or did he only play some of them for about 5 minutes? My problem is I'm always too tired to learn a new game, so I just end up going back to the one I've half played my way too much before. Yeah, that's a big part of it, I think, as well, because it's like, it's so much easier to consume stuff you've already done. It's the same reason why people watch the same TV shows over and over, because you know what to expect and you know you'll enjoy it. So why take the risk of wasting your free time to, you might not like the game, so yes, to completion. Wow. Took him around 2 or 3 years. That's pretty good. I feel like some of the games, like, I feel like a fair amount of the games I've got, I could finish in like a day or a couple of days. I can't complete Skyrim in 12 years, and this dude finished 1,200 games in 3 years. So you've never finished Skyrim? It's not really that long. I mean, it would probably take you a couple of days. Not the story. I mean, at this point, I feel like it's just been built up too much. I did play it for thousands of hours. I think I probably have... I'm gonna see how many hours of Skyrim I have. I've got 332 in the special edition and 582 in the normal edition. What's that added together? Need a calculator. 582.7 plus 332. That's 904. That's nearly 915 hours. So I'm almost at 1,000 hours with Skyrim. But I'm going to, at some point, do a Wabbajack installation. Because I'd like to play it again, but it's so much effort to mod it myself. I think I'm just going to use Wabbajack to do a new playthrough. I've never finished Skyrim either, even though I had 4 different copies. Maybe 5. I also bought it on the Switch, but I didn't play it for very long on there. I think maybe about 10 hours I've got on there. It's only really there just like if I go on holiday or something. But I don't like using controller with Skyrim, so I don't really enjoy it. I prefer just to play Stardew Valley on the Switch. Stardew Valley is a game I've bought like 3 times. I had it on PlayStation, PC, Switch. I've no idea how many hours I have for sure because I played it before I got on Steam. But I do remember playing it for years. Did you have it on console? Or like on disc, I suppose? Skyrim is supposed to childhood consume, play. Nobody actually plays Skyrim. Of course they haven't because it's warm garbage, but everyone owns it. I don't know. There's a lot of people who love it and play it all the time. I have the normal, special, and VR editions on Steam. I have it on Xbox One, and I think I might have had it on the 360. Nice. Actually, I remember when I worked at Game, people would trade in the like console versions of Skyrim, and it didn't, because it was a trade-in, didn't matter if it had like the manual and stuff with it. So I took one of the maps that was in one of the boxes, because like it doesn't matter if we didn't resell it with the map inside. I actually also took the Witcher 3 soundtrack and the Witcher 3 map as well. Although I think that was actually legitimate because I actually had a copy of that on PlayStation, and then I kept all the stuff and traded it in without the map and the soundtrack. So I think that was legitimate. But the Skyrim one for sure, that was I just straight up took it. That's like the only thing I've ever stolen in my life. I got hooked on modding Skyrim, installing, removing, starting over, then some new mod, installing, then a new game for years, never beaten the story. You can, one day, you're gonna do it. And you're gonna be so underwhelmed. It doesn't really matter though, because the world doesn't really change. I took an entire Switch, did pay for it though, but I traded it in and put it aside for myself. Wait, what? Was the first Switch trade? So your Switch is second-hand? Someone traded it in and then you were like, I'm gonna buy this. Nice. Yeah, I remember when the Switch came out and it was crazy. I said a while back, I counted up all the hours of my Lotro characters. I have about 30,000 hours and not finished the end on any of them. I must have like 10,000 hours into Lotro. Easily. But I don't know. I will never know because I've got a fair few characters that I've spent hundreds of hours playing that I deleted. Because I make a hunter, I play loads of the game, and then I get bored, and then I go, oh, I've got so many hunters, I guess I'll just delete these ones. Yeah. I probably know more about Skyrim lore than people who've beaten the story anyway. Yeah, probably. I've gotten to the end of Lotro, like, when the level cap was 85, and also when it was 95.
We are all devoted in these lands.
When it was 100. Yeah. Yeah. But then, after that, I've never been level capped since. Maybe 115. Though I'm not sure actually. I remember playing through Mordor when it was current, but I don't think I played through it quick enough. I don't know. I just get caught up in other things, and low level content is more fun for me. Farewell, Lorioth. You have been a boon to us and a genuine pleasure to get to know. Be safe on your travels. He thrusts a small parcel of bread into your hands. I think I get the bread thing is that it's because he joked that he uses the same mixing bowl to make bread and his poultices and stuff.
May the spirits be with you.
But he did say he was joking, so I guess he wasn't. Hello, traveller. I'm sad to see you leave, but more than that, I'm grateful for your acquaintance in the first place. These past months have been quite the trial for us, for all of us. Setting down roots in a foreign land away from everything we call familiar. It's not easy. It makes every kindness feel more meaningful. Arden? Well, she's stuck with us now. In a selfish way, I'm glad she is. I much prefer her being here with me, even if she's going to sulk her way through the entire winter. Be kind to yourself out there. Okay. We're all caught up. Now it's time to do the epic story again. How do you start where before the shadow on a level 75? I want to play but have no idea where to start on a high level. So to start the expansion, all you have to do is go to Mossward. And you'll be able to get there by going to the stables in Bree, Kellendim, Thorin's Hall, or Mickle Delving, and you should just be able to start picking up quests there. And if you can't see the quests, you probably already know, but you can just type trivial in the options and it's show trivial quest icons in the radar. And then you'll be able to see on the map up here where the quests are. Is there a main quest? There is, but I don't know exactly which person starts it. I can just do a quick Google actually. Mossward. The Wizard's Employ. It starts with Meneldir. And I think he would be in Mossward, like around this bit. Is it like he should be here? Because I'm sure that's where he is when you come out of the first instance. And you can probably do that. Yeah, no worries. Hopefully that is true. I've not done it before on a character that hasn't, you know, been level 1, so... But it should show up. I don't know why that information isn't, like, readily available. Hopefully I'll not wake up doing secondary quests in Mordor because of your guide. I'm sure you won't. I've never ended up in Mordor accidentally in like a long time, so. Hey Crafty Irish. You can also click ring next to quest and select to see other quests in the area. Yeah, but you have to actually pick up the quests before that works. And it tends to do the quests that are like on level with you. So if you're like level 75, it will probably not come up with like level 10 quests. At least that's what I've found when I've used it. You've discovered Ahad Turthas.
Hello there.
Duindil nods a greeting as you approach. There he is. Oh, I like this tent. I don't think I've been here during the day. It was nighttime when I came here last time to quest. Very cool. Yeah. Yeah, Skyrim wants to start doing the new expansion on level 75. Saw the good news, breaking of the vocations, captain reworks, landscape difficulty for live servers. Can't wait, big year for Lotro. It's gonna be good. They're redoing the delvings too, because there's been a lot of complaints about the delvings. I don't think you can even get into Mordor accidentally. I once tried going there a year or two ago to get some of the old legendary item stuff, but didn't have the right quest and got insta-killed by the game. That's quite funny. I think the only way to get there accidentally is if you, like, aria'd of the Ballad yourself and didn't realise what you were doing. Because I think it teleports you to Mordor. Breaking the vocations should have been done the second day after they were released. It always felt a bit, I always felt a bit cheated that you have 2 vocations and then you have one that you can't really do without another crafter. So for Explorer is a terrible example because this is like the only one where it's not, that's not how it is. But you've always got one that's like unrelated. So like Forrester and Taylor, those go together because you need to process the hides before you can make them into stuff. I think it's like Scholar has like cooking and metalsmith, which is really strange because why wouldn't you have prospecting and metalsmith as one thing? Can finally be a scholar, weaponsmith, and prospector on my main. Not a scholar, weaponsmith, and farmer. Yeah! Because, like, farming has nothing to do with the other stuff. Although, is there anything you need to grow to use for dyes? I don't know. I don't really use any scholars.
You say you bring word from Meneldir.
I have not spoken with him since he left us, disgraced by the breaking of his oath. We were friends once and grew up together in Thornhad, but he proved faithless. I am surprised by only this, that he has not turned brigand, as we all assumed. Perhaps this as well, that he sends you with a message of warning. What cares he for the folk of this land or any other? Still, the message you bring arrives late. We have been watching Uruks move behind the walls of Karas Gellibrand for several days now. They are looking for something, but what that might be we have yet to discover. I encourage you to climb the sloping path to the southeast that leads up to the ruins. Perhaps you will find something we have not.
I have been keeping watch over these lands for quite some time. And it troubles me, but the shadow grows bolder.
Sorry, Duindil, I kept talking over him. Certain crops give byproducts which can be used for supplies. Yeah, I thought so. So I guess that part makes sense. But the weaponsmith part seemed like an odd choice. Because it would make more sense to have scholar, farmer, cook. Because then you can use all of them together. But yeah. Can you... Are they changing it so you can be gilded with multiple things as well? Oh wait, can you be? Gilding is... I think guilds are only for one vocation. profession, whatever. It'd be good if you could do too. Yeah. Yeah. It's been a while since I played this. I'm forgetting like basic stuff. I'm raising now on my main guild, scholar and weaponsmith. Many travellers have been attacked by wargs as of late. I have been keeping watch over these lands for quite some time, and it troubles me that the shadow grows bolder. We must be vigilant, or the shadow will consume these lands. I would ask that you investigate the hills to the north across the river. That is the site of the most recent attack. You will most likely find wargs, and when you do, eliminate them. Rumours have spread, and I fear the White Hand approaches.
Alas for Caras Galebrin. Alas for the Mirdain.
Caras Galebrin, the Silver Bastion, must be cleared of the hostile forces that inhabit it. I care not what creatures they be. If they wish harm to the elves or to places held dear by our people, they must be defeated.
Many are the wounds of war that scar these lands.
Caras Galebrin lies in ruins, but it is a place of much significance for our people, and we should not allow Uruks or other hateful creatures to despoil its once proud lanes. Can I ask you to scout several of the approaches to the city? There is a bridge to the northeast and a riverbank to the southwest, and each of these could be used by our enemies to surprise us. There is also a sloping hill to the southeast that rises up to Caras Galebrin proper, and that should be scouted as well.
Well met. Are you heading west?
Oh, hey! Hey, Man Bear. How are you doing? It's good, thank you. Well, I had a bit of an issue because of my alerts, like, not working properly, but hopefully that's fixed now. I've spent the last few weeks, like, trying to sort everything out, like, all the graphics and sound effects and emotes and alerts, like everything. And I swapped over from Streamlabs to Stream Elements as well. So it's taken up quite some time. And it's been like, I've kept going like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stream, it's gonna be good. And then I'm like, oh no, I've got to do like these 10 other things. So it's been kind of a mix of like, I think procrastination and also just wanting everything to be perfect before I started doing it again. Yeah, it has been a lot of work. And also like, because I got a new PC, I've had to redo all of the settings as well for that. So that's taken some time, but yeah. Are you gonna be streaming today or tomorrow? I was thinking like I could raid you, but if you're not streaming today, that's like irrelevant. I think haven't you been playing Elden Ring? How's that been going? Well met. Are you heading west? If so, I have a boon to ask of you. Along the banks of the land masses in the Wadewater grows a plant known to some as the flowering rush. The plant is edible, and I admit that my craving for it has brought me all this way. I was sent back here with my tail between my legs, however. The dread turtles are too fierce and have a taste for the rushes as well. Please, if you're in that area, would you bring me back any of the rushes that you might find? And we got one more. Oh no, two more.
Will you lend me your ear?
May Gavonen. Over the water, a bit away from here, is Kruban, home to the vicious turtles whose beaks are strong enough to bite through. Well, I shudder to think on it. My companion Inarthron wandered that way yesterday and to look at the ruins and has yet to return. Please keep watch for him if you are heading that way. Oh, that whole thing was a mouthful. No worries. Hope your work is going well. I'm usually loath to harm wildlife, but the dread turtles of Gual Kruban have overbred and are straining the local resources. If you reduce their numbers, I shall reward you. Right, we've got a good few quests here. Let's go and do the turtles one first. Because I feel like these ones are a bit like on their own. And the Kalas Gelabren is where the epic's going to be. Oh god. Lotro, please. Pulse. Why is there so much stuff here? Why are you apologizing? Oh, this looks like what we need. I wasn't sure if the trees were gonna get in the way there. I'm one of life's apologizers. I used to apologize a lot, like for everything, and then I was like, why do I keep apologizing for stuff that I don't need to apologize for? So now I like try and only say it when it's important. But hopefully people don't think I'm rude for that. Is that all of them? No, I need one more. How rude! Oh my god, I really need to find a hobbit that says that. I'm trying to collect sound files of all the really funny quotes in Lotro, and I've got some. They're actually like in the channel rewards, the ones I have, and I've also got some for like the alerts because I thought it would be funny. But I can't find a hobbit that says how rude. I didn't realize it was actually difficult because I thought that like most hobbits said stuff like that.
How can I be of service?
I tried to stop myself too. Look who is here! Hey Templar Moggy, how are you doing? Well, luck, it was nice chatting with you now. Yeah, you too. Time for some Lotro. Enjoy! Hopefully you get to do the quests that you wanted. Well met, Hunter. You are just in time. I am afraid that I have gotten my foot trapped here. I have managed to fend off the turtles thus far, but help is appreciated. There we go. Freed! I can make my way back to Echad Turthas on my own now. I thank you for your assistance. Oh, I'm gonna have to kill like quite a few. Oh, okay. One-shotted. Blue hunters are powerful. Cache of old notes. I will open that once I deal with that. Oh. I think that was a deed. Swanfleet and Cardolan. Cache of old notes. You recover notes from scholars and conservationists of yesteryear. They would be pleased to know the turtles of the Wade Water are thriving. Perhaps a touch too much. That's pretty cool. Oh, and the treasure cache, and we don't even have to be like level 90 or however high level you should be before you do those. I wonder if they've changed the other areas. Because they used to have those being for the, was it the seals? What was it? Or brands or something? It was like a barter item to trade for legendary items. Do we have anything else here? No. Oh, we've got some nice shoes though. Swanfleet map table. A loaf of bread. I think that was probably a reward from that guy. The one who made the medicine tasting bread. Gosh, you really can't see anything. It's just trees. Trees and fog. Well, I guess we can hand them in since it took us here. I was kind of blindly just following the quest guide.
Ah, you are most welcome back.
I see the turtles were not too much for you to handle. I'm looking forward to cooking these rushes up right away. You have my thanks.
What do you need?
I thank you for your attention to this task. It is no easy feat to defeat a dread turtle. You have my thanks. I mean, it was pretty easy, but if we were on Deadly Six, maybe not. Let's go to the south and do that quest down there. What quest is that? The approaches to Karas Gelibran. Oh, I think we have to just find the different paths. The river poses a natural barrier against incursions from this direction. We've also got to kill some wargs. That one's on level as well. I might do that one afterwards. Although it is just over there, so can't decide what the best order is for my quests. The bridge is clear of threats from the north for now. This is really cool. Why aren't my alerts working? Ah! Thank you for the follow, Jackdaw. I don't know what is up with my alerts. Like, for some reason it's not registering new follows. That's really weird. I'm gonna have to try and figure it out. Because I don't know why my bot isn't posting either. Sorry, I'm just checking something out. Activity. I think I'm just gonna have to have a look later on. Because something is very weird. It's just like not acknowledging anything really. Where are these wargs? This one. Invasive warg. Okay, 2 more. I remember when I was doing this before, they weren't really showing up. Excuse me, sorry. Maybe if I look on this. Okay, there's one. I need one more. There it is. Okay. Let's go back down, and I think I'm just gonna beeline it across this river. This is Laurelin. I should have put that in the stream title. Never mind. I will do it next time. I usually play on Treebeard. This is the first server I've ever played on, actually. Because it's the RP server, and I used to do role playing. And this was the place to be back when I started playing.
What troubles you?
Oh, this orc troubles me. There we go. This pelt. I should have known. These are no ordinary wargs. It is as the rumours suggested. These fell beasts are a plague upon these lands. I fear it will be different to contain this threat if we do not act quickly. Take this pelt to Ravandis in Idhabel, northeast of here. Follow the main road and cross the bridge to the north. She has been keeping watch in Western Eregion, and my suspicions of this new threat come from her more recent reports. This should prove to be of value to her. She will have more information for you. Oh, okay, it updated, it was just laggy. Yeah, I normally play on Treebeard because of the lag on the live servers. I find it, like, really difficult to play normally, but since it's only afternoon, I thought it might be fine, and it's not been that bad. Only 255 online, so it's okay. But the oh wait, I did a quest. The slope leads upwards to the ruins of the city, already full of enemies. Okay, I'll hand this one and then I'll go back. But yeah, Treebeard is like, there's virtually no lag on Treebeard, so. Thank you for the follow, Livypox. I'm sorry my alerts don't work. I hope you're having a good day. I will get them sorted out. It's really annoying because I spent ages like trying to make them all nice and they for some reason they're not showing up. But they do when I test it, so it's a bit strange. How is your day going?
Even so far from the lands of the enemy, there is dread upon my heart.
It is good that the approaches to Caras Galabren are mostly free of enemies, but my heart grieves that Uruks and other such foes already stalk the lanes of the city. Thank you for your efforts on behalf of our people. We got the Defender of Saltfleet. Oh, for doing the quests. Nice. And 10 nitro points. Let's have a look at the virtues. For some reason, they decided not to really have it an easy time of getting virtues in the new expansion, which is a bit annoying. Let's take fidelity. My day is going alright, slowly making it better. Mr. Man J sent me. Nice. Good work. Oh. That was not a good way to go. I'm glad it's improving anyways. Do you play Lotro as well? Oh my gosh. Legend of Epoch's making her day. G-R-E-A-T. The bodies of 2 Uruks lie here in the grass. What's this? I've been doing so many quests, I've sort of lost track of what's happening. You pull an arrow from the Uruk's back. The arrow is of fine elf make. Oh, I think we're finding Meneldir's friend. You retrieve an elf arrow from the other corpse and hear someone calling you. I don't play Lotro, but I've been wanting to. It's torn between loving the world and being scared that it's an old game and I won't enjoy it. Ah! It's a great game, but I think I'm a bit biased. Yeah, I see what you mean. It is an old game. But if you love Lord of the Rings, then I think you'll still have a good time. I suppose it depends, like, if you enjoy MMOs as well. I play a lot of Final Fantasy 14. I played that game. It's good.
And I can slay more Uruks.
Yeah, I feel like if you like Final Fantasy 14, then you'll like this. It's a little different. I suppose it's a lot different, but it is similar. So to be honest, there are many similarities between this and Final Fantasy 14. Yeah, it's dialogue heavy, story driven. Yeah, and it's not too difficult as well. It used to be difficult, but now it's fairly easy solo. I mean, there's group content if you enjoy that. The group content is not definitely not as polished as Final Fantasy. Because I found with Final Fantasy, it's very easy to get groups. It's like very easy to do, like get into all of the like instances and stuff. This one you have to kind of look around more, mainly because the player base is so small in comparison. Lotro is Final Fantasy 14, but without cat girls. Yeah, there's no cat girls, sadly. Or bunny girls. I do enjoy group content with the right people. Well, the community is really friendly. Most of it. You always have the odd one. Love that I can do things on my own though, and not be dependent on people. Yeah. I think it's definitely worth giving it a try. 0 out of 10 don't buy. Which one? Those are my arrows. If you will return them to me, I can use them to slay more of these creatures. I think that is in everyone's interest, is it not?
I am pleased to see we share a purpose. Or at least we have our hatred of orc kind in common.
We want to get rid of the iron one. I am pleased to see we share a purpose, or at least we have our hatred of orc kind in common. My name is Bregalath. I came from distant Imladris on a journey of my own, but hearing of Uruks abroad in Eregion caused me to divert my steps. Now I slay the creatures wherever I find them, and will bring word of what I have seen back to Elrond when I know more. Excuse me. You tell Bregleth that the Uruks speak of the wizard Saruman as if he is their master. That is most concerning, but a dead Uruk serves no master. Let us cull the creatures that stalk the ruins of Karas Gelebran, and afterward we can discuss if they spoke truth or falsehood. I'm very much considering it now. Well, when, oh, okay. When I was a bit bored of Lotro and needed a new MMO to play, I switched over to Final Fantasy for a bit. And I feel like if I wasn't into Lord of the Rings, then I would definitely play a lot more Final Fantasy. Because I really enjoyed playing that, actually. I think there are definitely some quality of life things that Final Fantasy has that Lotro doesn't have. But I think for the lore and the world, it's worth it. Like, you can go anywhere. Like, you can go to the Shire, and then you can go to Bree, and you can go to Rivendell. And where else is cool? Moria, they've got that. They've got Lorien. And then there's Rohan. There's all of Rohan, all of Gondor, Mordor. They have everything. And you can do the whole epic story where you're helping from the sidelines while Frodo and the Fellowship go and do their mission. Getting to explore Middle-earth, yeah. I mean, even if you just download the game and make a character just to go and have a look around everywhere, that would be fun. Even if you don't, like, spend a ton of time in the game. I mean, you will have some issues, like, traveling around low level, but I'm sure that people would help escort you if you needed. Yes, it's set in the War of the Ring. So you can just go and chat to Frodo and Sam and Gandalf and Elrond. Like, all the characters are in it. And if you're more into the books than the films, the whole game is based around the books. So it's slightly different to the films because it's like, it's based on the books. So, I mean, there's more, like, to it in that way. Yeah, there are quests, like, in the past, especially with the High Elf intro. It's very cool. Catgirl Gandalf. I'm sure it's a thing. Somewhere. Lotro can be played for free with certain restrictions, so no harm in trying it. Exactly. It's free to level 95, I think, which only means you can do every quest in Eriador, Isengard, Moria. You get Mirkwood, Great River, Rohan, Helm's Deep. I think you get up to the end of Helm's Deep, and then Gondor is when you'd have to. Well, you could still play, but like you wouldn't be able to do quests. You can still level. But even so, that's like hundreds of hours of content right there for free. My human is named after Aragorn's house, after he was king. So her last name is Telcontar. That's cool. Yeah. They've been really generous with giving away a bunch of stuff in this game. But I think it's I mean, like, a lot, like, as you say, the game is very old, so it only makes sense. Right, what am I doing here? Am I just killing stuff? Read the Uruk reports. Oh, I can't read this. I was about to start reading it and I was like, wait, that's not in English. That's not in Westernese. Yeah, I don't know. Malhai. Pral Tokishi Nogat Angus. We need Elrond to translate it for us. As he so likes to do. He's like the only translator in Middle-earth. That's why we always have to go and see him.
Slaying Uruks may be its own reward, but finding a clue to their purpose here is even better.
I understand you found a report on one of the creatures. You hand the parchment to Bregaleth and she studies it intently. It gives me no joy to read the black speech, but it is much worse to speak than it is to read. Here is what this report says in a language that does not cruelly twist my tongue. Warriors, scout the old forges in Hollin, find relics of elvish jewelcraft. I want not worthless trash. I desire lore. The elves made rings there. I wish to find their lost artisan knowledge. Bregaleth looks up at you. This is worse than I expected, Lorioth. For some unfathomable purpose, Saruman the White has betrayed us. He seeks the ring lore of Eregion, and he has sent these Uruks to obtain it.
The elves of Eregion were deceived before by gifts and promises of secret knowledge.
I think she might be. I'm gonna actually quickly Google that. Manila. Yeah, she's in Lord of the Rings Online 2022 as well. Trimil. I think she might have done multiple characters that aren't listed. But yeah, it is her. This is Irileth from Skyrim. That's quite funny. There's also someone from Oh, I think I can't remember. There was someone else in it who was like, who voices one of these characters. But I can't remember. He's quite a famous voice actor as well. But he did Elrond's voice. Well, one of Elrond's voices, because I think Elrond has multiple voice actors. Yeah, that's cool. You got a good ear. I was thinking as well. Like, the voice sounds familiar. The elves of Eregion were deceived before by words of kindness, Lorioth, by offers of gifts and promises of secret knowledge. It was a lesson hard learned, but I have spent these many years believing this to be true. We learned it well. Indeed, I say we, for I dwelt at Celebrimbor city in those days. It was a grand sight of art and learning, its wide green lawns and smooth stone lanes to be found on both sides of the river. Mirabel it was, the jewel town, and Caras Galabren, the silver bastion. It was a welcoming place. Too welcoming. Bregaleth gazes at you steadily. I ask you to return to the city above and see the state of it. There may be artifacts within we should keep from the Uruks and from their master, whether he be a wizard or no. I will examine whatever you find and judge if there is still danger for the elves among the bones of Celebrimbor's citadel, or only grief still to be found. Voice actor in one of the Rivendell missions annoys me to no end. On mission 4, he called the dwarf Glowin instead of Gloin. Yes! Oh my god, that one. I was doing that mission on stream actually, and I was like, oh my god, guys. Remember the beloved dwarf from The Hobbit? Glowin. I just found it so funny because, like, who would be voicing in Lord of the Rings and not have actually seen any of the films? Because they're in The Hobbit. It just seemed really funny to me.
Alas for Mirrodin.
Because those missions came out after the films. Yeah. It's just quite funny. Like, everyone listened to it and said, okay, that's good. Like, it just passed every step of the way. They were like, yep, sounds good. I think that maybe what happened is they recorded it, realised it was wrong, and just thought it's too expensive to have them record it again, so we'll just go with it. They probably were like, we've got deadlines to meet, we've got bills to pay, so we're gonna just push this out and hope no one notices. And everyone noticed. Yeah, who approved it? It's so funny. It is a good start. Perhaps the creatures that remain in Caras Galabren will receive our message that they are not welcome. If they do not, neither will they escape our vengeance. Thank you for helping me with this, friend. Right, we've got to collect some artifacts. I'm hoping that we'll do this one and then we should have enough time to do the instance, because it's a very cool instance and I'd really like to do that before the end of the stream. We should have time. Uruk Slayer. Nice. Toppled statue. This statue has fallen from its once proud place. This once proud statue of Celebrimbor now lies half buried in the earth. This hammer, worn with age, nearly falls apart in your hand. This once beautiful pillars of Caras Gellibrand are now sad reminders of war. This ancient plate is covered with a spider web of cracks, rendering it unusable. We've got some more over here. These might be the last two, because they seems to be everything's done in twos. This isn't a good place to fight. Okay. Let's purge poison too. There's also chests around here. Lots of treasure. Enmity of the Orcs. Okay. That'll be my class deed. This small pouch now contains only dust and splinters of rock. None of the lamps that illuminated Caras Gellibrand by night remain standing. Let's get on the horse. Oh, they saw me. That's okay.
These are sad reminders of times long past.
But they are surely not what Saruman seeks in this place. In my heart I know for what he searches. It is Ringnor he desires, the same knowledge with which the builder of this city was ensnared. If he finds it, I fear he could work great evil upon the lands and peoples of Middle-earth. Regolith gazes at the horizon, obscured by distant fog. From the hilltop above you hear the harsh calls of the orc kind, even over the wind. After a moment the elf warrior turns back to you. I will tell you the tale of the Jewel Town and the Silver Bastion, so you will know how we were deceived, and you will know why it must not happen again. It is of Antheron I must speak, the great giver of gifts, but you will know him by another name, for he is Sauron, and he is the enemy.
After the fall of Beleriand, most of my people came to live in the land of Lindon to the west.
Level 15. Let's get friend speed. Okay. After the fall of Beleriand, most of my people came to live in the land of Lindon. To the west, under the benevolent rule of Gil-galad, bonds of friendship were made with the dwarves of Ered Luin, but a thriving trade in metal and gems with that people dwindled as the Longbeards suffered war and disaster of their own. Yearning for Mithril to fashion into their works of art and beauty, many of the Noldor followed the dwarves as they journeyed eastward. Led by Celebrimbor, descendant of Fëanor, the elves settled in the holly-covered hills beneath the west gate of Khazad-dûm. There was once again friendship and trade between elf and dwarf, and Celebrimbor's city in Eregion thrived. Eregion was still a young kingdom when the men of Numenor arrived. Tar Aldarion, the king, sailed up the river Gwathlo and embarked to explore the Swampfleet on foot. He befriended Celebrimbor and forged alliances with the elf smiths, and in return they taught some among his people techniques of armor shaping and the graving of Ithildin and moon runes. In time, Aldarion grew old and came no more to Caras Gelabran, but the friendship between his people and mine endured. The friendship endured, but it was tested. The Númenóreans were a seafaring people, and they had long exhausted the forests of their island home. They hungered for timber to build more and mightier ships. The Lady Galadriel, who dwelt for a time in Eregion and often danced alongside the lily-covered waterways, despaired to see the toll taken upon the wide woodlands by Númenórean axes. When the shipbuilders began to dredge her beloved Swanfleet and build dikes to channel the waters, she entreated Celebrimbor to stop the men of Númenor from harming the land.
It pained Celebrimbor to see the woods and fens so ill-treated, but he did not want to harm his alliance with the men of Númenor.
He counselled them to take greater care of the land, but his words were not heeded. Galadriel's sorrow became too great, and she turned her attention to Lorelin Dorainen and other distant lands. Celebrimbor gave up the woods as lost, turning all his attention and skill towards mastering his craft. Together, Celebrimbor and his fellowship of jewelsmiths became the most renowned workers of riches in all of Middle-earth. If they could not halt the slow degradation of the land's beauty, they would at least seek to supplement and preserve it through their craft. And so they were ensnared. Yeah, Lotro is gonna be good. I like the romance they're on. It's gonna be really good. Thank you. I thought it was, and then it wasn't, and then it was again. I'm just gonna leave it at that for now. Hopefully this is okay. Too far away. Nice.
I can still see this city as it was during the height of its beauty. So much was lost.
I think their voices are quite quiet as well. But she said, I can still see the city as it was during the height of its beauty. So much was lost. I might just lower the music. And then put their voices up. Just so that you guys can hear. The Silver Bastion became a shining jewel itself, a beacon of art and music and culture that drew the attention and the love of many from distant lands. Caras Gelabran and Mirabel became places of such beauty they recalled the fabled elf halls of old, and trade with Lindon thrived. But not all who watched this from afar watched with friendly eyes. In the land of Mordor, to which he fled following the defeat of his master Morgoth, Sauron seethed. He feared the rising might of Númenor, and despite having drawn orcs and other fell creatures to his service, he knew he did not possess the overwhelming numbers with which his master had dominated the world in past days of triumph. He devised a scheme by which he would use his enemies' weaknesses against them, and so he came to Eregion in fair guise, masking his true nature.
He called himself Ontheron.
Word of your craft skill has spread far and wide, my lord Celebrimbor, even into the uttermost west. I'm humbled by your presence here, Ontheron. I see in your arrival an omen of good fortune. Accept my greetings and my welcome. You will be my honored guest. Antheron had gone first to Lindon, but Gil-galad mistrusted him and refused to treat with the strange newcomer. It was in Caras Gelabren that the Lord of Gifts found one whose lineage and whose hunger for secret knowledge made him the perfect target for Antheron's promises. Celebrimbor could not resist, and before long the new arrival became a mentor to him and to the jewelsmiths of Eregion.
Not all who dwelled at Caras Gelabren trusted this new arrival. Celeborn saw something in the Lord of Gifts that troubled him.
I cannot say why I am so disquieted, Oranaril. I share your unease, my lord. The Bright Company will go wherever you lead. Show us this threat, and we will end it. See you soon, Quizrian. But that is the heart of the problem, my friend. What is the threat? Though Galadriel had gone, Celeborn remained at Caras Gelabren. As Eregion's chief defender, he refused to abandon these lands, and sought instead to protect them against the stranger who had seized Celebrimbor's ear. Antheron hated the Bright Company and its deeds, and summoned one threat after another to trouble them. Celeborn and his warriors were often drawn away from the city, and many a noble elf was slain in these engagements. But still the Lord of the Bright Company could not connect these rising threats with the newcomer Antheron and his two ready smiles.
Despite the mistrust of some at Celebrimbor's city, Antheron did not remain idle. He gathered to himself promising students and gave to them secret knowledge. But whatever he taught them, always he held something in reserve. Always there was more to be learned, more instruction to be given.
Soon. I will get some tea after this. How will we know we have mastered what thou hast taught us? The most promising among you will know, Narmaleth. Narmaleth. The students were not his only pupils. As the years passed, Antheron grew more and more brazen. Celebrimbor and his jewelsmiths fell further beneath his thumb, ensnared by his promises of secret knowledge and the working of crafts both beautiful and powerful.
So you have chosen death.
Oh my god, that made me jump. Ah, it's cool that those work. The Jewel Town and the Silver Bastion thrived, and the glory of Celebrimbor and his jewelsmiths only increased year after year. But the true masterpiece of Caras Gelabren was its ring forge. Isengard bids 5.
Antheron convinced the jewelsmith to forge great rings of power. Long they toiled, until at last their work was complete.
A set of 7 and a set of 9. You are certain these great rings will help preserve the land? They will help protect the lands of those who wear them, my lord. Give them to the hole diggers and the fellers of trees. The degradations they cause will be slowed. I called your arrival an omen of good fortune, Lord of Gifts. And yet I undervalued the help you would provide. I serve the powers, my lord. As do I, in all things. Celebrimbor gave to the kings of dwarves and men the rings he had made, and for a time he knew peace, not knowing he had been deceived, not knowing that what he had done would nearly undo the world. Shortly afterwards, Antheron departed. He would return to Eregion only once more, and when he did, he would bring death and destruction with him. But after he was gone, Celebrimbor began to doubt. In time, suspicion awakened in his heart, and he began to worry that Antheron had ensnared him by his own greed in some devious scheme. He decided to use the art he had learned to forge 3 more great rings, unknown to the treacherous Lord of Gifts. He believed he and his kinfolk could use these 3 rings for protection, should matters go ill. Oh look. We're accidentally in Mordor. Antheron returned to Mordor, and in the heart of his kingdom he cast aside his fair guise. He had no more need for deception. In Mordor, the Dark Lord Sauron sought the fulfillment of the scheme for which he had planned, walking unnoticed among his hated enemies for so many years.
You go on ahead. My words will guide you, but I go no further than this.
In we go. This is very cool. I've only done this instance once before, so it's still really new and cool. Or should I say hot?
In the fiery heat of Orodruin, Mount Doom, Sauron forged the ruling ring. 1 ring to rule them all, 1 ring to find them, 1 ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them. In the land of Mordor, where the shadows lie,
I really like that instance. I think it's like the best thing in the expansion is that instance.
Celebrimbor had kept 1 of the 3 for his own.
At the moment that Sauron placed the ruling ring on his own finger, Celebrimbor knew his danger. He removed his ring and vowed never to wear it again, lest his mind be dominated by the Dark Lord. Those of the jewelsmiths who had similarly kept rings were made to give them up, sometimes by force, and the 3 rings were sent in secret to hidden bearers. Messages were sent to men, dwarves, and elves in which Celebrimbor admitted his folly and warned of the coming war. So were the folk made ready to defend Middle-earth, but it would not be enough to save Eregion from the ravages of Sauron. The gates of Mordor opened, and the armies of Sauron came forth. He would seize as many of the rings of power as he could find, but the 3 remained hidden to him, and he touched them not. Meneldir has returned from his errand to Mosswald.
The gates of Mordor? The armies of Sauron? What did I miss?
What did I miss? Surely it is not as bad as all that. Sauron has been dead for 3,000 years, and today Mordor is an empty land. Meneldir squints at Bregaleth. Sometimes elves have trouble marking the passage of the years. I mean no offence, Lorioth. Let's take these.
I returned Tegwin to Mossward.
this was a good time for you to check out the stream. Hope you enjoy it. I returned Tegwin to Mossward, and while I was unable to coax a promise not to venture again into the wild, his parents gave him enough chores to keep him occupied, at least until adulthood, at which point I think our obligation to keep him safe must surely lapse. I swore no oath to the farmers of Swampfleet. Meneldir studies your expression and
leave all that can be spared behind. We travel light. Let us hunt some orc.
And we will do much orc hunting. I guess I also need a room for game, so fair. Yeah, it's a good game to get into, like, when you're in between games. And I've actually tried it before many years ago, 4.7 hours. Nice! So some of it might be quite familiar then, that's good. Oh, you should know as well that the area I'm doing this expansion is, you have to pay for it to do it. So you won't have access to the instance I just did, but there's many more epic instances, which are like just as good. So there's still like loads of content as well that's free. Where was I? Dwendal did not speak kindly of me, did he? I'm not surprised, Loriath. In my heart I still hold the cause of the Dunedain most dear, but I understand my folk may not believe it, and I cannot deny the breaking of my oath. But who is your new friend? If she hates the Uruks as we do, and is willing to aid us, perhaps she can help us track down several of their leaders. Rumour of 3 such villains has preceded me here, and I cannot help but think the work would go more quickly if we were to split up, each of us to deal with one. Or send me to deal with all 3, one at a time.
I have hated orc kind for much longer than you have been alive, Dunedain.
As for the oaths you have taken or broken, I know he to be whom you are sworn or should be. I know what he desires to become. Ask not if I will help you, Ranger of the North. Ask instead if you are strong enough and courageous enough to lend any assistance to Bregaleth of Imladris, of which she could have any need. Bregaleth smirks at Meneldir, an amused light dancing in her eye. The ranger stares back, his mouth open. I will slay one of your Uruk leaders, Meneldir, and the Loriath will slay another. Can you be trusted to deal with the third? Show their locations to us on the High Elf's map, and we will see it done. Afterwards, we can meet at Idabel, a camp of my people to the north of here. I recommend Elf Hunter, but whichever one you think looks cool will do. Yeah, whichever playstyle you like. If you prefer like melee or ranged or caster, whichever one you like the best. And don't be afraid to like try one out, and then if you're not really into it, just try a different one. Because it's better to find a class that you really enjoy to play than to like try and slog it out. The Elf Starter Zone isn't the best. Ow. I love the Elf Starter Zone. It's like my favourite zone in the whole game. But I think that's like nostalgia getting to me. Won't surprise me if that's what I go for. I recommend a Dwarf Champion. Please provide me with a reason for your recommendations. Blue Light Hunter goes around spamming arrows like a loony. Yeah, that's what I'm playing right now, is a blue line. Dwarf Champion is my main, very good damage, heavy armor for survivability, good all round for soloing. I don't know, I main healers in Final Fantasy. If you main healers, then you could go with a Rune Keeper, which might be quite good because then you can switch between doing damage and healing, so you can sort of do one or the other. Oh, Minstrel. Yeah, Minstrel's good for healing. Yeah, Minstrel can switch as well. But I find Runekeeper's more fun to play, personally. I used to really enjoy Minstrels, but I think because of all the changes they've done to them, I'm not really into them anymore. I spend a lot of time soloing during the leveling process, so a competent healer / DPS like a Runekeeper would be a good choice. They're free now as well, so you used to have to buy those classes. Runekeepers are a little more complex when starting out due to the achievement management. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Minstrels are a bit more simple in that respect. What else does healing? Beornings do healing as well. So you could do Beorning if you want to be able to turn into a bear. That's like more melee based. I would not recommend a captain as your first character because captains are quite slow. And yeah, they're not so good at the moment. Unless they did do the changes. I can't remember. They were going to do the changes, but I don't know if they've done them yet, so. Yeah, you've got a lot of options. I think there's a load of YouTube videos as well if you want to see how the classes play. We'll have some more in-depth descriptions. But yeah. Do what most people do and make one of everything. Do what I do and make 15 hunters. But yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah. Hopefully you find a class that you like. And I'm going to end it here, I think. Oh, this is a nice... This is a nice shot. Just taking a screenshot. Maybe I'll turn around. I think if I have the bow off. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Start with this scholar on once he was told it was the most complex healer. You'll be fine then. Right, who is streaming at the moment? Oh, Neb's streaming. Okay, let's go and raid Neb. Thanks everyone for watching and hanging out. Yeah, hopefully I'm hoping to be back on Wednesday. I don't know if I'll be playing Lotro, but we'll see. I think there might be maintenance, so yeah. Nice to meet you too, Livy. Hope you enjoy Lotro. Thanks Troy, thanks Jay. See you all next time. Have a good week. Or in another 6 months. Hopefully not. Anyways, thanks guys. Bye.